What if I tell you that Radeon 7800 XT can give you more FPS in Stalker 2 than RTX 4090? I am also using Intel i7 14700KF. We are at 4K resolution, epic graphics settings, FSR quality, and right now no frame generation. And outside the town we have 48 FPS, 4850, which is quite good at 4K resolution epic settings in Stalker 2, but it is not nearly enough as powerful as RTX 4090 currently. And if we walk around, it's around 46, 47 FPS, 50, 51, and frame time is quite high. It's 18, 19 right now, it's not as smooth. Radeon 7800 XT is not supposed to be high-end graphics card, but we can make one from it. Let's keep at 4K resolution, epic graphics settings, FSR quality, and just switch on frame generation. And look at that, our FPS went to 84. It is very good. Basically we doubled our FPS. It is technically already very playable, but we are not done yet. There is one more thing we can apply and double our FPS again. But first let's walk around and see if we can drop our FPS below like 70. Can we see 60 FPS? 89, 82, 87, and frame time is very good. It's now so smooth. Latency is almost not there. I can totally play it like this. It's not for competitive shooters, of course, this latency, but for this game it's 100% playable. But to be honest, I don't really like how FSR just destroying the image quality. It's way more shimmery. Not like DLSS. This is the first time I see FSR on 4K screen. I never tried AMD cards also before, and I'm not that impressed, to be honest, with FSR at all. Before I used to use only DLSS, only because I always have only Nvidia cards. I tried FSR on ROG Ally X, but at 1080p small screen it was hard to tell. Now I can see the difference. DLSS is way superior. And inside the town we have 70 plus FPS, 81, frame time is still smooth, and no stutters, no lags. Absolutely perfect performance. I'm liking a lot this FPS, of course. Picture quality could be a little bit better. But I'm surprised we don't have stutters at all. In this city, in this place, it always stuttering so much. You can drop like 20 FPS on Nvidia cards. I tried many of them. On AMD, no, it's perfect. In my opinion, that's a big plus. On AMD cards we have AFMF 2, basically a cheat code for FPS. Make sure your Radeon anti-lag also switched on to reduce your latency. Now that small overlay on the side from AMD can show new artificial frames. And check this out with 130 FPS here, 4K FSR quality. This is so much. RTX 4090 cannot do this. On RTX 4090 you can use only DLSS 3 frame generation, and you can have in this place 110 FPS if using DLSS quality also. Radeon 7800 XT is not the high-end card again. It is mid-range card, and you can have 100 plus FPS here, 130. It's just ridiculous. And latency is very nice. It's almost the same as before. I can slightly feel it more, slightly, but it's totally playable still. And outside the town we should have a little bit more FPS, probably 140 still. No, it's not going up, it's always 140 outside. This is still a lot of FPS. This is high refresh rate experience at 4K on AMD mid-range card, and the gameplay is way smoother than before. I can definitely tell it. It feels like AMD, they knew what they were doing with this AFMF 2. And when you combine two frame generations, you can have really good FPS. That's why Nvidia will focus on new, better frame generation on 5000 series graphics cards. I'm sure about this. Let's for fun switch our resolution to 2K, epic settings, FSR quality, frame generation on, AFMF on. And we are right now at 250 FPS. This is the smoothest Stalker ever. Oh, it's such a pleasure to play Stalker at this high frame rate. This is just ridiculous FPS we're witnessing. This is just too much of FPS, too much power. Double frame gen. And if we go inside the city, 200, 199 I saw for just microsecond. We're still above 200 inside this town. This is very good picture quality, incredible FPS, no latency at all. You can play competitive shooters like this or this game. This is incredible. To be honest, it feels more like something like Counter-Strike than Stalker. It's so smooth. And the biggest question, what will happen if we'll switch to 1080p? Epic settings, FSR quality, FrameGen on, AFMF 2 is on. Can we reach 300 FPS? Please. 300, yes, 300 FPS, check this out. This is incredible, 300 FPS in Stalker 2. I know we're using FSR quality at 1080p, but this is incredible. Look, I can totally shoot these pigs. Why they're attacking me? Am I going to die? Oh, oh. When we're fighting pigs, our frame rate can go down to 250, 40, and back to 300. FPS is a little bit all over the place, to be honest. But we reached 300 FPS. Mission success. This card is more powerful than RTX 4090. So what do you think about frame generation plus frame generation? Is it even fair? How Nvidia supposed to react to this? And what's interesting, game is absolutely playable. You can play competitive games like this, no problems at all. Only at 4K with FSR 3 and AFMF 2 switched on, I felt teeny tiny latency, which was not distracting at all. Leave comments down below what do you think about this. Subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.